What's even going on? Yeah, the 1M's going. The 1M is heading to its new owner, who's actually coming with another very cool BMW, which is quite topical. We also need to take a bunch of cars out. Now, the 296 isn't here, because I just took it home and back.
Yeah, that was a smart idea, because we were going through how many things you need to drive, and we don't have much time to take things for a drive.
No, and what I realised, this is super logical, but when a car has been sitting for a while, right, you don't really think about it, but there's a very thin layer of dust over the top.
Yeah.
When you then drive that car at night in the dark, and there are headlights pointing at you, that thin layer of dust becomes really annoying.
So basically, you couldn't see very well, is what you're saying.
I couldn't see very well. And that's going to be the case. No, this will be all right, because this has been out not very long ago.
Has this got a layer of dust?
Probably not either, because that's also been out not very long ago.
Has this got a layer of dust?
Definitely. This can't go out, because it needs an MOT. We need to get an MOT booked. It's just got a fingerprint smear. Thanks, Brad.
Sorry.
right there. I thought maybe you'd do it on the edge of the windscreen or something, you know.
No, it's better there. It's better there.
Okay, so what we need to do today is get a couple of cars washed. The 296, because of the dust and now the dirt grime from the road.
Yep.
The Abarth, since Paris, because it hasn't been washed, which still needs an investigation. The M2 is at home. It could do with a wash, but I might need to take something and we'll figure that out.
I actually have an idea for that. We both go, and then we can just drive there and bring 2 cars back.
Yes, could do that as well. Or I could go and just leave one. There are options. And really, if we can, we want to get a couple more cars out on the road and go and get them driven and then get them back here and then wash them up, because Herts Car Spa are going to be here shortly. Like the SF90, for example, that would love a run. I hate leaving complicated cars sitting still, because you just know something's going to misbehave.
Yep.
Like this has been sat for more than 2 months, and that's starting to get into the territory where I'm like, oh, what's going to happen to it? It's also, I don't know, this hasn't been washed since I last drove it anyway. Look, it's got a whole load of specks of stuff all over it. So I know that's really nitpicky, but it needs to stretch. Legs need to be loosened, taken out for a little run. So that needs to go out. And then I'm just gonna wing it a little bit. Which car goes? I think the Clio could do with going out. So maybe that's the plan. Maybe they can crack on, the guys can crack on with the 296 and the Abarth. Then between us, we do Clio and the SF90, although the gentleman who has kindly bought this from me on the Collecting Cars auction is going to be here in not very long as well.
Yes, true. So it's just a all-round busy day.
I don't know what's happening in
what order. But at least
I
can take out the Clio or maybe the Focus as well.
Yeah, the Focus could do with a little run. I don't think it's moved since it was last washed, so it's the perfect example of, does it have any dust on it? The SLS could do with a run. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't complain. It's great fun jumping in and out of the different cars and driving them. But it's kind of stressful in a way, because you're just getting
things just add up.
Yeah, they add up.
When you spend a long time away, which obviously you haven't done for a while, but you did before this recent UK period, these just don't move. And
this is what I have said a few times in terms of the size of the collection. I've talked a little bit about this year so far. It's too many cars, and yes, you see what's here, but there are also 5 cars that aren't here right now.
Yep.
Is it that? I don't know. It's 4GT, Dark Horse, 914, M2. I'm not even sure if anything else is at service.
Whatever else you buy.
Yeah. And the thing is, it takes a lot of time to look after it all, which isn't a complaint. It's just a reality of life.
Yep. So, isn't it really bad as well, Collecting Cars, that website?
Yeah.
We spend way too many times looking.
Don't. I shouldn't.
Should we explain how close you were to buying something completely unnecessary and pointless and random?
I've not put bids in on something I shouldn't be buying. No, it doesn't happen.
Yeah. We can't tell anyone.
Move on, point that way.
Copy 150 will be very upset. Because I guarantee she doesn't know.
Shush.
What about this?
But this is supposed to be dirty.
Yeah, this as I've said many times, I think in the last 2 videos, it's not dirty enough yet, so we need to do more.
No, it's only had our first 10 mile.
And the only reason it's dirty is because you put it through a flood 5 times just because it was fun.
Yeah, well, we need to go and do some more of that.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just do that. You can get the cars clean, I'll just get this one dirty.
Swap roles for a minute. To summarise England right now, so as I mentioned, you don't really see the dust when it's outside, but believe me. Anyway, I've just taken this for a 10-mile run, and that's the result. It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you start to see, does it have it the same on this side? It's just the weather right now. I mean, the ground doesn't dry. Literally, we're walking around on wet ground. It does not dry.
Yep. I mean, I'm parked there, and there is literally a muddy puddle in front of it that I've driven through, and now my car's dirty.
And it's a balance, isn't it? It's a balance between everything being museum grade, but being driven. Yeah. Case in point.
But they're made to be driven though, that's the thing. Like,
yes,
something like this is meant to be driven. Yes, it would be nice if it was, you know,
I would
southern
like it to be.
Italy in the sunshine with the roof down, but
when I know with this weather it's not going out again for who knows how long next, it's one of those of guard dogs. Yeah. It's one of those of how long is it going to be until it moves again, and then we need it to look nice in the garage.
Yep.
So that's how it works. A key has arrived.
We've come up with a plan.
I'm going to take this.
Given when the new 1M owner is here, we both need to be here to be able to film.
Yep.
You then can't take a car, I can't then go and take a car. So you should go right now.
I should take this right now, go for a run. It might even be almost, oh yeah, I need to go and unplug it. You have to switch it off at the wall. It might even be like...
Left or right?
The one nearest to the door.
So right.
Depends which way you're looking, doesn't it?
The only possible way to look.
This might even be verging on last drive.
Oh,
We're very close to that.
that's true. I
I don't even know. Wait, hold on. I'm still fiddling with this thing. Okay, that's good. I can just sit on there until I'm back.
And then we can do a swap. You can go and get in.
Nice. Smooth. Electrical noises.
I'll probably come to the front and just be a set of eyes. I don't think it's that tight, but...
No, it's not. It's fine.
Just in case. I can give you some, like, one of these.
We squeeze in, don't want to hit the P1.
Actually, yeah, there's lots of room. Are we getting a cold start?
Should we get a cold start, or should we just get an electrical?
Well, it probably wants the engine to run at some point.
Yeah, definitely, but I think I might just electrically move it out.
Easy. Loads of space.
Easy peasy. Am I going to throw an action camera in? Is that the question? Should I throw a camera in?
Maybe.
Bring you guys along for the ride? Just one on here?
Just don't film for like 2 hours.
Yeah, because if I film for 2 hours, you have an annoying video to edit.
Yes.
And I have a habit at that.
One clip, 1 minute or 2 minutes.
That's my challenge, guys.
Yes.
Your timing. You can see the timer at the bottom of the
1 to 2
screen.
minute clip is all we need.
You get back in here, and this thing is a rocket ship. It's absolutely absurd. It's interesting having just driven the 296 as well, because I always forget how different these two cars are. They're both hybrid two-seater Ferraris, right? This is a V8 with 3 electric motors, all-wheel drive, and it's a coupe. The other is a V6 with 1 electric motor, rear-wheel drive, and it's a Spider. So they are quite different cars. Obviously, the XX is about to arrive, and that's, I'm going to say, still a very good road car, but with more of the XX pedigree, right? The mindset. It felt when I drove it for the first time in Maranello like the 675 LT the first time I drove that. Just so much more character, despite feeling really familiar. Now, I'm in performance because I just wanted to keep the engine running for a bit. If I go into hybrid, it's probably immediately going to drop into eDrive, and that's the other thing the SF90 does so much better than the 296. The transition between combustion engine and electric is so much smoother, cleaner, just easier. It just feels slightly better to drive with. This car's obviously done about 9,000 miles, so I've had a good innings with it. It was my first ever brand new custom spec'd Ferrari. Anyway, let's see how Brad's doing back at base.
Good morning. How are we all?
Morning. How are you?
We've got a fun day for you both.
Fun day.
Yeah. Just cars in, cars out. Tim's taking the SF90. Yeah. Non-stop car cleaning.
No snow today, that's the main thing.
Well, yeah, last time was interesting. Well, there will be snow.
And something tells me a 3 Series needs a wash.
Can you tell by any chance?
Oh, I can.
Yeah, it's just getting dirty and being used. Nice van, this.
Bit of a regular thing at the moment.
Yeah, no MSRT back yet?
Not yet, no, hopefully today.
Okay.
Holy smokes! Get some temperature in it. This thing is wild. It's so ballistically fast. Anyway, this was just a short little run. Get some miles on it, get it all warmed up. I've been driving it between the modes. I think it's important to put it into the combustion engine mode, but obviously a bit of running on electric and everything as well. Well, I'm back with this. I mean, yeah, you get the picture. That's not too bad. But hey, we're going to give it a nice little rinse down, wash down anyway, get this all clean and tidy now that it's back at base, and then pop it back away inside. Plan of action right now.
Jeep needs to move because we need to put wet cars here to be dried.
And the air bath needs to move as well.
Yep, and that's filthy.
That's all right.
We're running out of room.
Are we just going to take them all outside?
So yeah.
Jeep first.
Yeah, I'll pull this out and figure out where to park it. I might just go put it in some mud.
Does it matter that we're driving over power cables?
Nah. This can drive over rocks.
No, I'm more worried about the power cable.
True.
Just watch all the rubbish. We need to get rid of that. You went for a full wide berth.
Yep, because I can't see where the rubbish is.
You've given the rubbish about 2 meters and this side like 1.5 feet.
That's fine, because if the door got hit, it would just close and it'd be fine. And leave a dent in the door, but
Martin can fix it.
Martin can fix everything.
You have not driven this without its power steering.
I've not. I know that they're like not the lightest steering to begin with.
It's not light. When it switches off power steering, seat back. When it switches off power steering, it's really heavy to turn it.
Okay, why is this open?
Oh, because I had my French télépéage in there.
Ah, very smart.
You're missing.
Nice.
I'm like, is it going to turn off every arrow?
Yes, everything's on. Oh my goodness, it is a full Christmas tree. I didn't realise. ESP unavailable.
We need to get this to Veloces or something.
Check. Engine.
Yeah, everything.
Hill holder.
Yeah, we get it. Get it outside. Sounds good though. Sounds very nice. Soapy.
Yeah, cold.
Cold though, very cold. Thank you for braving the cold. Can't hear me over the pressure washer.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
We're gonna get wet if we're not careful.
Oh well. It's gonna be a long day. 296 back in. I wonder if Brad's rocking out the tunes. Oh, I thought he was gonna go there. There or there? There or there? Middle. Okay, middle it is. Fine, in, done. Yeah, stop. I was like, I didn't know where you were going.
Me neither.
So is the van gonna go here?
The van's staying outside.
The van's staying outside?
So we just have all the space.
Oh, we have all the space. All the space in the world, cool. What's next? SF90.
Yeah.
That means from the key stash, because we've got quite the key stash right now. I'll swap you a Ferrari key. Yeah, don't lock. Oh, it locked.
You have to do the door trick.
We've got to do the thing to stop it locking. So you're going to open it, then while it's open, unlock it, then close the door. Now it won't lock. Right, in goes the SF90. The two Ferraris, both now ready for the guys to do the interiors. I guess we'll move the airbath and get that ready outside, but I think the new owner of the 1M should be here momentarily. It's my plan at the moment, at least. I think you're so used to modern cars and assisted steering.
Yes, you get really used to it, especially I've just moved the SF90, that's so easy. And then this thing.
Workout for you, Brad.
It is.
Daily exercise. Should point out, the guys have a Transit as well. They've got a Transit Custom, new one. That's tiny, but that works. Right, we have slightly fewer cars outside now.
Just about.
Under control. More under control. Very cool. Look at what we welcome. Epic. M5.
Not that long ago, we were out in an M5.
It's funny, isn't it, that we've gone from M5 to M5?
Yeah.
Right, shutter down. I like that actually.
Very
Got
cool.
the brand new BMW and earlier BMW all together. And we've got car washing and all sorts.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. So welcome.
Nice to meet you once again.
You too. Before we pull the cover back there, we're just talking about 1Ms. You just asked, is it the best M car?
Exactly, yeah.
I think it's the best M car. Have you driven one before?
No, I saw it probably twice in my life, like on Real Street.
Yeah.
And, obviously I've been watching and studying the M cars, for a long time. And, everyone says that it's probably the best M car they ever built. So, it was very tempting to get one. It was lucky day on that auction.
This just came up.
Yeah, exactly.
Were you following the auction on collecting cars, or was it just
Funny enough,
spontaneous?
Oh, the day before I was trying to buy the E60 V10.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's also the car I wanted to have. And then I spotted this one, so I think it was ending up the next day or 2 days after. I just clicked on it, and there you go. It was very spontaneous.
Shall I do a little bit of a cover reveal?
Yeah, yeah.
You have to stand at the front.
Okay.
You have to be in prime position, right? Let's do a cheesy cover reveal. Here we go. Your new E82 BMW.
Beautiful.
1 Series M Coupe.
Oh, it's mean. It's rude. The way it looks is just.
But what I love about it is
Small but bulk.
small. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's wider than it's longer.
It was never like meant to exist, right? It was. How do I say it? It was the Skunkworks team that said, hey, let's take our small little 1 Series and stick a big engine in it. And then they flared everything out.
Yeah.
The arches just look amazing. But it still looks fairly normal.
Yeah. So yeah, when you're not into your cars, you wouldn't say the car underneath.
If you just drive this down the normal road, not drawing attention to it, it's just a normal
normal car.
Normal BMW.
Yeah.
And I found that really interesting actually when selling it. Obviously, I spoke with a lot of enthusiasts, people who fully understand the car, asking all the right questions and things about it. But I also spoke with people being like, I'll give you $5,000 because it's just a 1 Series. I think you've kind of misunderstood what the 1 Series M is about. You know, it's a more special car than that.
Yes, exactly. And there was 450 ever built for UK market.
450. It has a plaque in the middle.
Yes.
Actually, about that as well.
Yeah. That's a E92 rear axle, rear diff, I think, as well.
Yep.
So there's M3 parts in it.
Didn't they basically borrow parts from the M3 at the time?
I think so, yes.
And kind of stick them into this.
Exactly. That's why it's so wide as well, because obviously the axle is wider than the standard one car. So
kind of pulled a few good parts. And do you know what? When I started it earlier, just to move it, it sounds really good. Like the sound is quite amazing.
Yeah, and I think
the modern cars.
Exactly, and I think that's the best of it. And I think we'll just keep it original. Mm-hmm. I won't be touching anything.
Okay.
Because the way it's been built and designed, I think it's just fit for purpose. So there is nothing.
Will you drive it a lot, or is it more?
It'll be probably weekend car, I would say. Okay. Nice and dry weather. Yeah. The car will be out and just enjoying myself with my wife and going for an ice cream or something on the B roads. That's
exactly what it's about. I mean, that's how it should be enjoyed. That's what the car is for.
Exactly. So. Yeah, that was a very spontaneous thing I did. I just clicked on. I said another 250 quid. That's it. I'm done, and I won the auction.
That's I'm going to say the good thing about an auction, but also the danger of an auction.
Exactly, because you get sometimes too deep to it. But
yeah. So as you know, we did the Quaife differential. The stock differential when I bought the car was juddering and it wasn't comfortable. And I also, because the steering wheel had some wear, we did the lovely Royal steering wheels.
I mean, that was just.
But he did it with the exact same materials as the interior.
Yeah, so it's
the same stitching color, the same Alcantara, the exact same
color of this.
Yeah, so it's basically OEM. It's the exact materials. And do you know what surprised me? When I did the videos with this car when I bought it thinking a car with a lot of miles, it's going to have problems and be in a bad state. We took it to do an inspection, and it had one owner before me, and he clearly every year just changed everything. Because you look underneath, all the seals, the rubbers, everything are new. Yeah. They're all like clearly updated.
Yes, we saw it on your videos when you were doing those videos. You
watched back and you're like, well, you got to know what you're buying, right?
Exactly.
But we were all really surprised. We were like, the guy who owned it. Sadly, I think what happened is he passed away, which is why he stopped. The car was sold, but it was his pride and joy. So that's why he looked after it so well. I think that was the reason why he.
Well, if you understand what you've got, and obviously someone who is buying. Car like this knows exactly what he's buying. So, it's not that you're gonna try to save a few quid here and there. It's just probably I will be maintaining the car as well to to the high standard possible. So that's the thing about it. How many miles did you put on it since you had
the car? Good question. I think about 1,500.
Right,
so not a lot.
Not a lot, no.
That's one of the reasons why I decided to sell it is because I try to drive every car a lot.
Yep.
And obviously. It's a funny thing, but it pains me if I know I own a car and I haven't driven it very much. It's like, why not? And why am I keeping it? And you pay tax and insurance and everything, right? So it gets to a kind of point.
As they say, you live once, and if you don't enjoy it, you might not have another chance.
Mark my words, I'm going to say this to everyone watching, I will own another 1M. Whether it's this one in the future, that's a conversation.
I'll keep it, I'll hold it.
Or whether it's another one.
We'll cherish it, and when the times come back.
Yeah, I will have another one because I love it as a car. And like the reason I have the Clio V6 is because my first car was an original Clio.
Oh, right. So
and then my second car was an E82.
Just puzzled, why is it there?
Well, after that, I had an E82 123D.
Right.
So at the time, dreamt of the 1M, right?
Yes.
So
big.
I like the connection. I like the story link. Yeah. So I think it's a special car, and it's there aren't that many of them.
No, funny enough, I saw only one or two, on the real world. So you won't find them.
Well,
around.
if you look now at how few are currently taxed and licensed and being driven, there's a website where you can check the number that are out there. Yeah. It's like less than half of them.
Really?
Yeah, because people, the ones that do still exist, people collect them. They stick them away in garages.
Yeah. And probably some of them are just ended up in the the ditch or something as well.
I'm sure. Yeah. I know a couple that have ended up in ditches.
Yeah, because that car might be tricky as well. Is it really sort of?
Put it this way: you won't get down the road without the traction light coming on.
Right. Simple as.
I'm just being honest.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you switch the traction control completely?
But please get a little further away before you do that. I don't want 1 mile down the road.
Listen, we're gonna try to keep it, nice and steady.
But that's what makes it exciting, which modern cars don't. Modern cars have so many clever traction control systems, and they're just on top and they just work.
Yeah.
But what makes this super exciting is that it is a bit Larry, that it is a bit, if you do kick it out of a junction, it's gonna...
Driver's car, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
proper driver's car.
Yeah, exactly.
But not in a scary way. Like the Clio V6 is scary. Mm-hmm. That thing, if you kick out the back,
it's not that well sorted, wheelbase. I think it suffers many issues with this drivetrain.
This is perfect.
Yeah,
you know what the car is going to do.
That's what VMI is famous for. It's always rear-wheel drive, and it's always it always handles. It's 50-50. It's if you know how to use it, then it's gonna bring big smile on your face. But
it was a good era for BMW M.
Yeah, I think that era is gone. Probably with all the cars now, the modern cars, they just as you say. Everything they build is just electronics, is it?
Yeah. I mean, listen, you have the new M5, right? And obviously I've also recently got a new M2.
Yeah.
The new cars are incredible cars.
Yes.
To the technology, the software, how easy everything works. The computer is just working.
It works. It doesn't work for you. It works sort of instead of you.
Yeah,
the car is just
exactly. It's very different. And the amazing thing is each have their position, each have their purpose.
Yes.
For me, for daily driving at the moment, the M2, I just get in and my Android Auto is open straight away, and I don't have to think about it. The heated steering wheels on.
M2 competition?
The G87 LCI,
right?
The kind of brand new update.
Yeah. I used to have the M2 competition. That was sort of they were comparing those cars. So they were.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you have a regular M2 before?
No.
Because there was the first 1M, M2 competition, and then the ugly one.
Yeah, I had the comp. I bought it for my wife.
Yeah.
She had the X4M before.
Okay.
And I swapped them over, and she wasn't happy at all. Quite brutal car to drive. I had the M5 CS.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
So how does it compare to the CS? That's an interesting question, because the CS was brilliant.
Brilliant car.
Yeah.
And I think they're very, in the sense of drivability, they are not far apart.
Yeah.
Obviously, the car is very heavy.
Yeah.
So, I think when you push it, you're going to feel that mass a bit, but obviously it helps you with the rear steer as well.
Yeah.
So it's sort of very, very neutral in the corners, to the point, obviously, when you try to use the full ability of the car, then you're gonna you start to feel the mass a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's very predictable. M5 CS was very sort of racy car, in my opinion. Very direct. Quick steering.
Exciting though.
Exciting, yeah.
Less of a daily. I think one thing that I find quite interesting, we talked about when we drove the M5 recently, is that people forget what an M5 is supposed to be. It's supposed to be the flagship 5 Series, loaded with technology, comfortable but fast.
Exactly, that's what it is.
And that's where this sits, whereas everybody has this mindset now of it must be the best track-performing car, but the M5 isn't a track car.
It's not a track car, absolutely not.
It's supposed to be a tour de force, a demonstration.
Yeah, it's a limo, a very comfy limo. You just take out for a spin, or you go, you know, in your business journey like I did yesterday. So in that sense, car is, you know, just fit the purpose. I love the steering wheel. Yeah, it's a first steering wheel on the M cars that it's not too
chunky.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll love this one. This steering wheel is proper, like thinner steering wheel.
You know, because all those wheels just too chunky and you cannot, you know, hold them properly.
But they've started getting smaller again, because they had this period for the last 5 years where all the steering wheels, if you have a smaller hand, or like for my girlfriend to drive it, she can't like hold it properly because it's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's just uncomfortable, and you know, it's you know, this steering wheel obviously is a different shape on the top as well, so it's more like a flat as well. So
can I have
yeah, that's fine.
Have a little look. Yeah, it is a smart setup. Nice interior choice as well, actually.
Yeah, we just built it ourselves. It's always the BMW Ocean guy. Simon used to, he now is with someone else. We always go and build the car together. We got the same taste, so we put this and put this and put this.
Perfect.
And just ended up with this car again. So
these two kind of go together in a way.
Yeah, yes,
interior
exactly.
matches with the 1M.
Yeah.
Cool. So, should we go do the boring bit and sign some papers?
Yeah, listen.
And do all that stuff?
By all means.
It sounds good. It sounds really good.
Really good, actually. Yes.
What are we? 94, 567. 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. I hope you'll drive it through 100,000. I'd love to see it.
I don't think so. No, I don't think I'm going to use it that much.
No. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Really nice to meet you, and I hope you're going to enjoy the car. You can tell somebody who knows his proper driving immediately, like heeling and towing, and just like. I like it. It's going to a good home.
The car is going to a good home.
I'm happy. I'm very happy.
M5 out. Followed by the 1M. Are you sad, Tim?
I am a bit sad, but I'm very happy. I was just saying, I'm really happy that I see the smile.
Yes.
And I know it's going to be enjoyed and owned and driven by somebody who appreciates these things.
Yeah, I appreciate the car. Exactly.
Which makes me, that's the best thing. When you sell a car and it's a hard farewell, the best thing is knowing that
it's going to good hands. I'll put it this way.
I appreciate it. Thank you again.
Thank you
for everything.
Thank you.
And safe drive back home.
Nice.
Off it goes.
And that's it. It's gone.
It sounds so nice.
It does sound really good.
Love it. See you later. Well, I'm going to take the Clio V6 for a run. I always enjoy driving this an awful lot. I don't necessarily show it that much on video because I guess I've had it for 3 years now. It's not the most new and exciting, fastest, craziest car in the garage, but it is a lot of fun every time to drive it. So let me get the C-Tech charger unplugged, pop open the front, the frunk in a hatchback, the unusual thing if you've never seen it before because the engine is in the back. So up here is literally just where the charger goes on its quick connector. And this is super easy to do. Just unplug it, leave that outside so when I close it back down it doesn't get trapped. And then pop this off to the side, out the way of the wheels and tyres. And we'll just get this started and take it straight out, to be honest. Turning circle is useless, so you've got to watch out for the tyres that are around. Listen to this. Very nice. Love that noise. All right. Pull this over towards the shutter and go and get it out. And go and take it for a little run. Carefully does it. Driving out of the garage. Past everything. Hey, this is in my own garage. I can film while driving here. This way we go. I gotta say, I love driving this thing. Every time in the Clio V6, it's a riot. It's so engaging, and yes, okay, it's a bit understeery and it's a little bit bumpy and a little bit weird and unusual, but it's really fun. The way it revs, the way it shifts, the way it slides from one gear to the next. If you go down the gears, just giving it that really quick rev, flip it up, drop it down the gears. The V6 sounds awesome. And I love this thing. I absolutely love this thing. We've got a couple of miles under its belt now. Need a little bit more. Just going to go and drive it around some countryside lanes. Have a bit of fun and get it back to base. This car has just done got back, you're immediately on it.
Yeah, I've heard that there's a little issue. And
Normal.
By heard, I mean I literally heard.
You literally heard as I was pulling back in, you can hear it just sounding unhealthy. I figured I was not far enough or too far away, so I'd make it back to base. So, OBD plugged in, which unusually goes underneath this cubby, which is why we've never put it in properly, because you always know that...
It's quite a cool graphic.
That's literally been living in this car, waiting for it to die again.
Yeah, enter VIN. Time to find the VIN. Where'd you put a VIN on one of these?
Well, on the windscreen, no. No. No.
Oh dear. We'll be calling it Scott if we're not careful. Here's the VIN.
I was about to say, I've got it written down if we can't find it.
Boop, boop. What?
Incorrect. What did you do?
I might have put the wrong VIN.
Did you actually get something wrong?
Yes. It came up as a USA Ford, and I was like, this definitely isn't a Ford, and I put a W instead of a V. Yeah. 2 secs. Let's try this, and if it's wrong again, then...
This is the most awkward way I've ever held a camera. I hope the angle...
Renault.
Yes.
Wait, is it a Renault or is it a Citroen?
I think it's a Renault.
Renault Clio V6 Phase 2. It's found it. That's good.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna come and join you in here now.
Yep.
Okay, so into engine control. That's connected to my phone.
Connected to your Bluetooth, funny.
That's because I'm guessing a phone call. ECM, read DCC. Here we go. Misfire on cylinder 1.
Boom.
Cylinder 1
it is.
Let's find out which is cylinder 1. And
Okay,
then go from there.
The guys will kindly get cracking with washing the mud and dirt off.
We should get out of the way.
Yes, and then
sorry, Craig. There we go.
we can figure that out once it's inside. I think the inside of this, the inside of this is completely fine. Just the outside from my one little run. Complicated.
Yeah, these two. Well, not these two. This one.
They're going to end up swapped around because... Are they? Because this at some point needs to go to avant-garde.
For now, it might as well go up.
For now,
that can't go back on after a wash because it needs to drip dry.
Yeah, we don't like putting cars that have just been washed up on the metal lifts for water dropping everywhere reasons. So you're going to pull the GT out. I'll go get that cable. You get the GT out. Then, do you have the SLS key?
Yeah,
I'll need to take that because otherwise that's going to keep locking itself. I'm going to go the long way around.
No problem.
That was loud. Right, one out. This is coming down. Wait, grab the key. Make sure it's unlocked. There's no such thing as a quiet start in a Rentec SLS Black Series.
There's not. Let's hear it. Oh, yes. Okay.
Angry. SLS Black Series life. Obviously left-hand drive. And there's always a small moment, right, of just calibrating my mind to being on the other side of the car so that I don't stick the right-hand side out into the middle of the road. I had forgotten how firm this was. I guess I've done so much mileage with the GT Black Series that this hasn't really been at the forefront. I mean, last year it had a massive outing, right? Mille Miglia. I think I drove about 3,000 miles with it, had an amazing time. And I think this and the Ford GT will be a little bit more only used for perhaps an event here and there, a special occasion, even if it's just taking them out like this for a little run around, rather than at the forefront of the content. I see them as very special, very collectible cars as well, so it's slightly different than what it has been at times, but that's half the fun with these cars. You leave them a little bit more in the background for a couple of years, and then it's the fun almost of a new car again. There's downshifts. This car is nuts. Try and get about 20 miles under its belt. The SLS is a little bit more sensitive, so it does need more driving than some of the others, especially if it's been a short while. It just feels so cool sat here. It's so cool. You're gonna have to take my word for it because I don't have another camera angle, but there's a Dodici Chilindry that's just driven past me. Giallo Monte Carlo launch spec 12 HRO, which must be the HRO and demonstrator car. It looked cool on the road. By the way, I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch it, but we can see. Nah, I've got a red traffic light here. No chance. Nonetheless, not going to say no to that. Listen. Yeah. Who doesn't love a foamy car. It's looking nice there. Bit better than it was, but hey, well, it will be better than it was. It will be. Thank you. All right, should we work out what's up with the Clio?
Yeah, I'm just Googling to work out which cylinder layout it is, because I have no idea. Do you know?
I think I have a picture somewhere.
Okay, please find that, because we need it.
Google. Do you know what our mistake is?
What's that?
Our mistake is that we didn't film the phone call that we just had with Scott.
Yeah, it was Scott. You know these cars better than we do. Where is cylinder 1?
And the answer is...
Over there.
There. Left side, front edge. And
Yep.
this is why, for the last 2 years, I've been carrying around spares of these.
Yeah, they've literally lived in the back. They've not come out. For this reason.
I didn't remember that this was in here, though.
No, I think that was Schmark 150. I think he put it in here. Or maybe suggested that, given this car might do that.
It could do this at any time. But the other point I'm going to make before you go flying,
Yeah.
this is why I do these shakedown runs.
Yes, no, this is literally the reason. Because you take a car out and you come back and something either goes wrong or you know something that isn't quite happy.
And if it's going to go wrong, you want it to go wrong on a day where it doesn't matter, where there's no time pressure, where we're not about to be departing on a trip or something.
Because you said you bumped into someone with this and they said, why didn't you take this to Paris?
Yeah,
now, if you'd taken this to Paris, I would have got a call, Brad, a call pack's gone.
That would have happened on the M25 as the journey began.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas today, this is the perfect day. So we know we need an 8mm.
In here somewhere.
Here will be one I prepared earlier. Oh, do you know what I should have brought? A light. That would have been helpful.
I can go lean in. I can come and sit in here.
Well, you're going to watch?
With the light on. No, I'm chief.
Oh, okay.
I'm chief torchman.
I'm going to do what Scott does and climb inside a... Oh, we didn't get the magnet tool because he said as well, do not drop the bolt because the next place that goes is onto the undertray. And bear in mind, this is going to be quite...
Is it warm?
Oh, it's warm. It's not actually too bad.
That's fine. I don't know why I just did the whole yeah, it's hot, touch it.
Where are we?
Oh God, it's a difficult one. It's under here.
Oh, yeah.
It's the hardest one because any of those you can just get to fairly easily.
Well, there it is.
Well, that's not too bad.
And the bolt's there. And there's a clip somewhere, isn't there? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, off the left side.
So the clip's here. And he said be delicate with this because it's plastic.
You got enough light there?
No, not really. But we're going to figure it out.
I'm stuck on something.
Yeah. You're stuck on the tool I'm trying to put on the thing. Okay, I think we're loosening. We are loosening.
I don't know where I should be going with this.
Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. You hold I'll hold this.
Yeah.
And then you can spin the...
Which way?
Just the way it will spin. Okay, I've got it. The magnet has it. We're trusting the magnet.
Don't lose it, please. Woo!
Stay on there. Okay, then. Hold one out. Hope this is the right one. There we go, coil pack.
Can you tell anything that's gone on it?
Oh. Yeah, the car said it's unhappy. I have no idea. Other than the car was misfiring, and that's everything we need to know.
Coil pack going in.
Bum, bum, bum. I'm getting really cramped in here.
Then I can do this bit. Give me the...
I just need to basically not lean on my
You take the light, you take the light, I'll do this. I can do this.
You just want to do it so you can say you did the whole thing.
Well, I'm probably at the easier angle for it.
Thank you, Scott, for your assistance. Oh, oof. Sorry, that's the camera. In you go, there we go.
I'm righty-tighty.
And I don't need to be crazy tight on this. Well, any done, and then it's
plug it in.
Plug. That should be complete.
So you mean to tell me if we turn on the engine, it shouldn't sound like it's misfiring anymore?
Yeah. Let me get a key and we'll find out.
Nice.
That sounds better to me.
That sounds good. Ooh, that sounds nice.
Success. Well done, Tim. Well done for watching.
I did an amazing job. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone.
This is why I couldn't let you do it, because you would say you did it. It was all me. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
Yeah.
We'll come back to tidying in a second.
This looks really clean.
Oh, the SLS looks so lovely when it's clean and tidy.
I say the SLS looks clean. Everything looks clean.
Apart from the floor.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you guys for ruining the floor.
Thanks, gents. My next hour will be spent going over the whole of the garage.
Thank you for the indoor space.
For now.
Yeah, until it gets kicked out tonight.
Yeah, better. Okay, we're good.